What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today, including the fact that Juan Soto kind of maybe possibly called out Pete Alonso in a roundabout way. He basically said that he's not getting pitched to the same way as when Aaron Judge was hitting behind him as protection, which if I'm Pete, I'm like, bro, I'm raking. Why would you say that? Ben Rice is playing like 2024 Juan Soto, which might sound like an overreaction, but so far it's been the truth this year. Tatis, we might have to find this guy a different league. He's playing on a different planet right now. No BS. He has been the best player in baseball since the playoffs last year. Ohtani, he went yard again. It's going to be cinema to watch Tatis, Ohtani, Corbin Carroll all duke it out for MVP with some other guys sprinkled in. This guy on the Cardinals, he's doing Stan the Man Musial type of things, and the Red Sox, they got beat by 15 runs, and people are saying that this guy, Tanner Houck, who started that game and was an all-star last year, might be broken. So we'll talk about all of that and more in today's MLB recap, and don't forget that recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Save yourself 20 bucks off all of your tickets using code Fuzzy, and if my code doesn't work, just try a new email. Also, don't forget to download Underdog Fantasy to your phone using code Fuzzy. You'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash credit, a free pick'em. All you have to do is pick higher or lower. It's pretty easy. Put your ball knowledge to the test. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for letting me pay the bills. The Padres are inching closer and closer to the MLB record of most wins in a row at home to begin a season, and Tatis, man, he's well on his way to setting records of his own. This is his 5th home run. He's not even close to being done. Michael Busch has been a machine for the Cubs. That's his 4th home run. He has RBIs 11 and 12 on that swing. PCA, he's swinging a hot bat as well. His bat path is so smooth. It's 3-1 Cubs. We're in the 6th inning now. Jamison Tyone, he loaded them up for Jose Iglesias. This is a swinging bunt. So Jose gets the swinging button. Hayward, he then clutched up. That ball is lasered up the gut. We are now tied. We have more bases loaded opportunities for San Diego. And the ball got away. Nate Pearson, he almost hit Gavin Sheets. And then Tatis, he's galloping in. And Pearson finally found the zone. But got way too much of the plate there, buddy. Sheets, he socked it for a 2-run single. He's up to 10 RBIs and an almost 385 on base. I'm so happy for this dude because he hasn't been able to live up to that rookie season that he had a few years ago. But he's making San Diego his home. He's earned every right to be the full-time DH. Nando. This guy is on pace for a 60-60 season on the dot. That's 60 home runs and 60 stolen bases. That's not going to happen, but he's batting .361 with 6 home runs, 6 stolen bases with a tiny 12.9 strikeout percentage. Imagine if he keeps this up when Jackson Merrill comes back. The Padres are perfect 11-0 at home to start 2025. They're 14-3 overall. Now, I just want to show you guys Tatis since last season in the playoffs. Over his last 20 games, he has 10 home runs. People are saying that MLB needs to test him immediately. Why are we just casually forgetting that once upon a time he was the face of baseball? Last year in the first half, he was playing on one leg. We got healthy Tatis in the playoffs, and now this year, he's raking in the box. He's got 2 outs above average and 2 defensive run saves already on defense. Like, this kid is a once-in-a-lifetime type of 5-tool player, and he does not need roids to be good at baseball. If you're saying that he still needs roids or if Ohtani bet on baseball, you guys are just haters. Like, honestly, some of you need to go outside and live a life off your phone. It's kind of sad and pathetic. Anyways, the Dodgers, they better get back to stacking W's, and there's no better time to start than a series versus the Rockies. Ohtani, he dropped in a single, and before he could steal second base, Mookie, he mashed one out. He's batting .304 with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's already up to a 71.2 WAR on Baseball Reference. He's going to cartwheel into the Hall of Fame. Same with this guy. And again, if you don't think so, you just don't know ball, or you're just a certified hater, and maybe I got to tip my cap and say I respect it, because the dedication to delusion might actually be something that I, tip my cap. No, I'm not going to do that. But Ohtani's up to 5 home runs and 4 stolen bases. He has 45 WAR already, despite only having like 3,100 at-bats. The Rockies, they might end up in the Hall of Fame for the wrong reasons because they haven't scored in 31 innings, which is a new Rockies franchise record. Will Smith showed the Rockies how to do it. Like, you don't need a home run to score. Just put the ball in play. There you go, Kyle Farmer. He ends the 32 2/3 scoreless streak. That was it versus Dustin May. I could not be happier for Dustin. He strikes out 7, only allows 3 base hits, and the biggest thing, no walks issued. He's given up a combined 7 hits across his first 3 starts. He has a ERA just above 1. And I guess I'll show this for my Rockies fans before we move on. Hunter Goodman, he can swing it for a catch. I know the batting average isn't there, but he has some of the best bat speeds and barrel rates of any catcher. He strikes out a bunch, but you don't care if he's a catcher. Tanner Scott, he's got 5 saves. The Dodgers, Yeah, they're about to start winning a lot. I can feel it. The Dodgers pick up their 12th win in front of 52,600 people, and the Giants, they're trying to get to 12 wins as well. The crowd was a little bit smaller, but Philly could get up to those numbers if they could actually hold that many. I think their stadium only holds 42,000. Now, the Phillies did come out and score in a hurry as Stoddy, he's the leadoff guy in this one. He got on and he scored 2 seconds later. Trey gets the RBI. Trey was also responsible for Bryce Harper's mid-game gender reveal. Blue bat means that Bryce Harper is having a son. That's his 4th kid. It makes me feel super old saying that out loud because I had the Chosen One magazine cover on my wall back in 2009 when Bryce was still in high school. He's 32 years old now and is soon to be father of 4. We're old. We're going to skip to the second now because there's a cliche. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Taijuan Walker was pitching like prime Greg Maddux, and it all came crashing down. Phillies fans were like, there he is. There's Taijuan. Wilmer Flores has how many 20 RBIs? Taijuan, he threw a ball away, and it could have ended the inning with a double play, but instead, more base runners for Tyler Fitzgerald. Goodbye. Fitzgerald with a 3-run home run, his first long ball of the year. Willy Adames, same thing, his first of the year. Boos were raining down on Taijuan Walker. Castellanos, he's been so good this year. 3 home runs. He's batting .351 with 10 RBIs his last 10 games, and one of those actually included an 0-for-5 platinum sombrero game, so he's been that good in the games where he did get on base. Fitzgerald added 3 more total bases to his game resume. He motored around for a triple. He can take a breather because Yaz went all the way out. He's almost 35 years old. He's batting .311 with 3 home runs. He then had an RBI double. Matt Chapman, his single ran it up to a 10 spot, and if you're not looking, please look, because we need the automatic ball strike system. We need the ABS. JT Realmuto never reacts like that. But yeah, the Phillies take the L, and I just want to show you guys the NL West standings. The Padres are 14-3. The Giants are 12-4. The Dodgers are 12-6. And don't forget about the Diamondbacks. They've won 2 games in a row. They're 9-7. The NL West is an absolute powerhouse. Tampa's out here putting up football scores as they're trying to prove the AL East can also be 4 or 5 teams deep, and they just took 2 in a row from the Red Sox, and this one, one of the worst losses in Red Sox history. Yandy with another leadoff home run. That's back-to-back games, starting off the offense with a home run. Cameron Meisner, sheesh. 431 feet for a 2-run nuke. Brandon Lau, he broke it open even more with a 2-run single, so it's already 5-0 off of Tanner Houck. He's been bad lately. At least Christian Campbell is raking. He's still hitting .330 with 3 home runs and a .420 on base. His swing is so much fun to watch. Tampa got right back to it. 1 scores on a Walsh Fielder's choice. Another on a another Bregman error. Jansen maybe hit it a little bit too hard, but Bregman now has a -2 outs above average on the season. Story, he olayed one as well. He just kind of waved his glove at it. And Jake Mangum, he gets the RBI. That Jake, by the way, guy, is hitting .311 with 7 stolen bases. Yandy and Caminero, they combined to make it 10-1. Each guy had an RBI single. Jonathan Aranda, good lord, bro. I thought this ball was gone. He settles in there for a 2-run ground rule double. He had 2 more base hits. He's batting .395 with 10 RBIs. He's batting .330 with the 192 WRC plus since mid-September of last year. Morel, he found a hole for 2 more RBIs, so it's 14-1, 2 touchdowns. Junior, he's only 21, 3 straight games with a home run. Shane Baz, do you guys remember that trade that the Rays made for him? The Pirates, they got Chris Archer. Chris then put up a near 5 ERA for the Pirates. Then he goes back to Tampa. The Rays got Shane Baz. He had 11 strikeouts, was throwing 98 plus well into the 6th. He has 27 strikeouts in 19 innings this year with the 1.4 ERA. Meisner, give him 2 on the night. He has really nice exit velocities, bat speed, sprint speed. He doesn't strike out a bunch either. The Rays are 8-8. If they can get Shane McClanahan back soon, I mean, I want to see the ceiling of this squad, because if these guys, these kids keep on raking, man, they're going to be good. Super quick before we move on, Tanner Houck has now allowed 27 hits, 19 earned runs, 5 home runs, all the most in MLB, which those are categories you do not want to have the most in. He also has 9 walks and 18 2/3. So is it time to send down Tanner Houck? He had a 4.4 ERA his final 14 games last year. Also, the strikeouts have completely fallen off a cliff. He's got to fix something, or maybe it's back to the bullpen he goes. I don't know. We have one more double-digit box score before we show the Yankees game, and I don't think you guys will mind considering Paul Skenes is on the bump for this one. He's facing off against his LSU buddy, Dylan Cruz. Endy Rodriguez, he took a ball off the hand, so in comes Henry Davis. This is the first time in MLB history we have 2 #1 overall picks forming a battery that is a pitcher and a catcher duo. Keep this up, Cabrine. That's an RBI single. He then immediately ruined it by getting backpicked. Anyway, Skenes, he got Cruz, his former LSU teammate, to dribble out. He was smiling coming off the bump. He's smiling even more because Reynolds had 2 RBIs, 1 on this RBI single, another on a sac fly that I won't show. Now it's a 5 spot. And Manuel Valdez is for for some reason the cleanup hitter in this game, but it worked. A 2-run knock, way to clutch up lefty-lefty. Skenes, he wasn't messing around. 6 strikeouts over 6. His changeup was working big time. He only allowed 3 base hits, no walks allowed. His ERA is back under 3. Now the Nationals scored a few. It just seemed to kind of reignite the Pittsburgh offense. Valdez, he secures a 3 RBI evening. He was on base 4 times. Look at me talking smack, and then he pops off. Cabrine, 2 more ribbies as well. Give him 3. Pham, IKF, they actually teamed up to push it to 10 runs. So I believe the Pirates went 8 for 10. They hit 800 with runners in scoring position. The Pirates are 6-11. The Nationals are 6-10. The Nationals team ERA is now at 5.5 for the year. I got a fun update for you guys about the WBC captain Aaron Judge and obviously the Yankees captain. He didn't even ask the Yankees to play in the WBC. He just said, yeah, I'm playing whether you guys like it or not. Team USA is going to be nasty, especially with Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop. He's up to 2 home runs, 5 stolen bases, and hitting .317. Torpedo bat Jazz Chisholm is so back. 2 straight games with the long ball. That's his 6th. Trent Grisham, how far? Yeah, StatCast has to be wrong sometimes. It says 384 feet, but my eyeballs, like, according to Fuzzcast, that has to be 400 plus feet. The entire league better start cutting out carbs. No more Rice. Sorry, guys, that might be the last time I ever say that joke, but for real, Ben Rice is doing things to baseballs that not very many people can do in this game. 5 home runs, a 420 on base. Juan Soto, who? Obviously, I'm joking. I'm sure that Yankees fans would still love Juan Soto, but if Ben Rice keeps hitting like this, they're not going to miss Juan at all. Austin Wells, hey now. Lugo, he threw 10 different pitches in this game. He just couldn't find 1 or 2 that really worked. Devin Williams wrapped up his 2nd save. He did allow another hit and a walk, so he's not completely out of the woods yet when it comes to trying to find his Brewer stuff. Cookie Carrasco, I want to show him real quick. Only 1 hit. That was to Bobby Witt Jr. He had 4 strikeouts as well. His job is simple. Eat innings until Luis Gil and Clark Schmidt come back. That is literally it. I just had to tip my cap super quick to Cookie. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I feel like the only thing to do now is go find the Mets game because Juan Soto had some comments. He said it's different not being on the Yankees because he's pitched a whole lot differently now that he doesn't have Aaron Judge hitting behind him. And if I'm Pete Alonso, I'm like, does everyone hate me? You had Mets fans cheering for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. because they all thought they would sign him after he became a free agent. That's not going to happen. But Pete's like, why are you guys cheering for that dude? And now Juan's basically saying he gets worse pitches now because I'm not Aaron Judge. But all Pete has done is rake. He's batting .350 with 19 home runs. I mean, that's insane. Got to tip my cap to Joe Ryan as well as Clay Holmes, another former Yankee. Both starters in this game only went 5. I think Joe Ryan struck out 7, maybe 8. Clay, he for sure struck out 8. Again, they both allowed just the 1 run. Clay, he allowed the bases to get loaded in the 5th. Now, he did settle down. It was just the sac fly to Christian Vasquez. Pete, he's going to have to unhook the trailer and turn on the turbos as Mark Vientos split a gap. And then Willy Castro threw it at Mark's. He almost nutmegged my guy. That was weird. And we have more weird baseball as Topa, he threw it away. Minnesota pitchers have now committed 5 errors. I'm pretty sure almost all of them have been throws to first base. They're just not knowing what to do when the ball's hit to them. Juan Soto, he finally broke out of his runners and scoring position slump. He was 0 for 12, make it 1 for 13. It's kind of crazy that Juan Soto slumping is still a 400 on-base guy and only, I put that in air quotes, only a 142 OPS plus. All things considered, as good as Pete's been, Juan, he's right. He's not getting anything to hit in the zone when runners aren't on base. So again, he's not wrong when talking about the whole Aaron Judge effect. He's getting a lot of sliders in the dirt, changeups, and just pitches outside the zone when runners are on base. Sean Murphy has 4 home runs in 6 games. I repeat, Sean Murphy has 4 home runs in 6 games, 430 feet on that 2-run Murphy moonshot. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he gets another standing ovation, this time from his own fan base. That contract is in ink. It's official. I thought he got a hold of that one, but it ran out of gas. Austin Riley, this one did not run out of gas. He's been on a mission lately. He wants to reclaim his crown as the best third baseman in baseball. To me, even though I'm a J-Ram fanboy, I think that he stole it momentarily after 2023. Another 2-run home run. Albie's not a home run, but it is an RBI extra base hit. He has an RBI in 4 straight games. Is this ball gone? That is a loaded and dumb question. Austin Riley goes 445 feet for a 3-run tank. He has multiple base hits in 7 of his last 9 games. He has 6 extra base hits and 10 RBIs over those same last 9 games. Toronto, what the? They were getting no hit, and you got to be bleeping me. Miles Straw ruins the no-hitter with the home run. Jesus is coming back. I'm telling you, repent for your sins before it's too late. Holmes, he did bounce back for a few more strikeouts. He leaves after going 7 2/3 with 2 base hits. The Braves now have 5 wins, and they're top 10 in OPS as an offense the last week. Good things are happening. The Tigers gave Tarik Skubal a 9-run lead. If you had $1 million, you could comfortably put it on the Tigers to win this game, even though you might only get like $6 back, especially considering if you did it late in the game. But yeah, Andy Ibanez, as you just saw, he and Dylan Dingler started off the scoring. Dingler's been insane. He's batting .325 with 9 RBIs for a young catcher. That's really, really impressive. Glaber's going to play 2 more after he had an RBI groundout, so he had 3 RBIs in his first 4 innings. That's a pretty good day at the office. Andy Ibanez eats lefties for breakfast. He had a multi-RBI game as well. Kerry Bonds, scary Kerry, whatever you want to call this, man. That is Kerry Carpenter's 5th home run. He goes 405 feet the other way. Scoobs was insane. He went 4 perfect innings to start it. He collected a few strikeouts along the way. Rhys Hoskins ruins the perfect game and no-hitter, but Scoobs, he gets out of it with a nice little flip to nab the speedy Mitchell. Now, it looked like he was running out of gas, as evident by the bases being loaded, but just a casual 100 on pitch 80. He goes 7 scoreless, 9 strikeouts, no walks. He has a 2.5 ERA with 355 strikeouts his last 296 innings. Team USA is going to be flat out unbeatable with Judge, Skenes, and crossing my fingers, Scoobs joining the squad. The Tigers are 10-6. The Brewers are 8-9. Man, Ivan Herrera goes down after a historic start to the season for a catcher, and Pedro Pajes, he picks up right where Ivan left off. Like, not with the power per se, but for sure with the RBI stuff. He now has 9 RBIs in 12 games after that 2-run double. Lars Nootbaar, he got sawed off, but he placed it perfectly. The Cardinals, they're up 4-0, and this was all off of Framber Valdez, by the way. Arenado, he can knock it out lately. It's 5-0 after his RBI 2-bagger. Brendan Donovan, more like Stan the Man Musial. He went 3 for 3 to start this game. He actually ended up going 4 for 4, but that's an RBI double. Back-to-back swings, by the way, where they should have just been doubles, but the runner ended up at third base. That's why you got to hit your cutoff, kids. Sonny Gray was masterful. No runs over 7. He only had 4 strikeouts, but also only allowed 4 base runners. He has a 3.3 ERA since turning 29. He had a 3.6 before that. So like my friend Giraffic Mark says, he's aging like fine wine. Nolan, please, please, please don't give us hope. Like, please let this stick. That's his 2nd of the year, his 3rd extra base hit of the night. Brendan Donovan is seriously doing his best Stan Musial impression. 4 for 4, raises his batting average to .391. He leads Major League Baseball with 25 hits. Jeremy Pena, I do want to show this because it was the only highlight for the Astros, and it was right before the final out of the game. He's on a 6-game hit streak. He's got 3 home runs, 4 stolen bases, 2 outs above average. The batting average, it really needs some work, but the Cardinals, for the 2nd time this year, have won 3 games in a row. They're 8-8. And there you have it, another recap in the books. Thank you guys so much. I had to throw a couple so's in there for all of your support this year. It means a lot to me. Thank you all so much for growing the game of baseball with me day in and day out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and enjoy the Web Gems.
Are here 14 pitches to record 4 outs, and it might be 15 to get 5. No way. And it is.
He did. Ground ball, backhanded Chapman, long throw to make, and a
Luis, line drive toward right field. Andrew McCutchen.
That one is ripped to left field off the bat of Perez. Backing up. Here's Dominguez, and he
Devers on the 1-strike pitch. High popper. It's Caminero going out down that line, and he again.
Broken bat, right side of the infield. Bare hand by Kike. Oh, baby, what a